Hello humans! I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in a while. Like I haven't talked to the camera all October. So today I'm going to show you guys this makeup look. This is plastic surgery gone wrong. It is the perfect makeup look for you guys who are looking for last minute costume ideas, because you can basically be anything. You can even skip like the black lips and the eyes and everything. You can be like a Barbie, you can be yourself, just as long as you have the plastic surgery lines and also the cuts. I got the idea when I was browsing through Pinterest for inspiration for my next Halloween tutorial, and then I saw Linda Hallberg's take on this similar look and I got really inspired by it, so I thought that I would do my take on it. So I hope you guys just enjoyed this tutorial. So I've already applied a full face of makeup and I will be uploading the look in my channel later on after Spooktober. I'm not including it on this video because I don't think it really matters what kind of makeup look that you wear underneath it. What matters are those plastic surgery lines and also the ripped skin. But I will say though that you want to make it look like your face is really chiseled. I highlighted and contoured heavily here, and now we're just gonna go straight into ripping the skin. The ingredient that you need to make that ripped skin is just liquid latex. You can use clear regular one that looks like this, white, and it will dry clear, or you can use a skin tone one like this one. I'm gonna use the skin tone one, but I will be putting a little bit of color on top of it to make it look more believable. And you also will need a disposable sponge like this, and I've just poured in a little bit of the latex onto a dish. And now what you want to do is locate where you want the skin to be ripped. For example, maybe you're gonna get a little facelift right here, you want it to be ripped right here. You get a nose job, get a rip right here. Just locate where you want to get ripped. So, and then just apply the liquid latex there. I think I'm gonna get a facelift right here, so then I just apply a thin layer of liquid latex right here, and you want to make sure that the edges fade into your regular skin. Fade the edges away. Make sure you don't get it into your hair though. That will be very painful, trust me. I have a big forehead, let's use that. You can make this wherever you want, by the way. I'm not sure yet when I want to rip it, so I'm just gonna blend all the edges as best as I can. I'm not a professional, so as best as I can is all I can give you guys. And you want to do this a couple of times. I'd say about 5 layers would do. Now that I have those layers of latex on, I'm gonna wait for it to dry before going to the next step. If you're super impatient like me, you can always use a blow dryer. Just make sure that it is on the most minimal setting available. Now that the layers of liquid latex are dry, you know when it's dry when you pat it and it's a little bit like sticky, but not like sticking onto your fingers. We're gonna have to powder it before we can play with it. And I'm just gonna be using my Maybelline Fit Me powder because it actually is the same shade as my skin tone, so as well as drying the latex, because if you don't powder it, it will stick to itself. It will also give it a little bit more of a realistic color, I hope. Even if I'm going to end up putting foundation on top of this, you still want to powder over it before. Seeing as it is a little bit still lighter than my skin tone, I'm going to go in with my foundation that I used previously. That's Hey Hello Flawless from Benefit in Toasted Beige. And I'm going to put it on just with a small brush like this. You don't want to drag it on. You don't want to really put any pressure onto it. Just want to sort of glide it on. And I'm just going to go over the entire thing again with the same process I did before, which is just blush, highlight, contour, and all that pizzazz. Now that we have that on, we can draw in the lines. So you can just go to Google and look up pictures of plastic surgery lines and then just go crazy. And then you can also draw in angular lines. For example, I want this part to be higher. I don't think I can draw in any more lines. Now for the scary yet fun bit. Take a really pointy little tweezer like this one. This one's from Tweezer Man. And you want to start picking along the line where you put the latex. That will be the ripped flesh. So for example, right here, I'm going to start picking on the liquid latex. And you don't want to cut it like right on the edge right here where the latex starts to blend with your skin, or the latex will just rip apart. So now that you've got that air pocket in, you can just keep picking on it and then start ripping it with the tweezer. But if you are impatient like me, you can use a really small scissor like this. This one I use to just trim my brows, so it's really, really tiny. Now that you have those wounds open, you can start ripping it apart. But be super duper careful how far you want to rip it. Now we're gonna start coloring those babies in. I'm gonna use my bruise wheel, and I'm using a spectacularly jacked up brush because it doesn't matter, it's a very dark color. I'm gonna use the darkest color right here, which is a bluish purpley bruise color. I'm gonna fill it in. You want the deepest part of the wound to be the darkest. This part is not showing enough. Still looking pretty in my eyes. I'm just gonna trim off some of the excess. Now I'm gonna take the dark burgundy color. I'm gonna apply this more around the perimeter of the wound. So still like right in there, but more towards the edges. I'm just gonna dabble a little bit of the burgundy around the perimeter of the wound to make it look not so clean, make it look more gross, because why the hell not? Now to really make it stand out, I'm gonna take the bright red color, which is like a blood red. You can use red lipstick and also black eyeliner to do all this. And if you don't have liquid latex, you can use lash glue too. I heard it works. I've never really personally tried it before, but I heard that it works just the same. Now that we're done with all the stupid coloring, we can do the blood. For this particular look, I recommend Mehron Stage Blood because it is dark, it looks like muscle, and it's not really as runny as regular blood. I mean like squirt blood. Although I'll probably be adding that on top later on. Now this look is working perfectly fine, but if you want more blood and gore, you can definitely go in with a squirt blood. Squirt blood is a lot brighter, and it's also a lot more runnier. And now, one final touch. I don't know if this will work or not. I'm gonna wear, like Nikki Tutorial, this, whatever the hell you call this. What do you call this? So that's it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. And if you did, don't forget to click the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below any questions or video requests. For a list of all the products used, go to my blog, delaniamarvella.blogspot.com, linked in the info box. Also, don't forget to share with me any other requests, questions, or looks on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and AskFM. They're all Delania Marvella listed in the info box as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.